to start recording. Good evening, adventurers.
Are we adventurers?
Well, hero ish, adjacent, fellow people.
Hello.
So, before we dish out the oodles of karma that you all got from last session, who would like to recap what happened last time?
Darby broke a record.
We
We fought fake Captain America, fake Daredevil, fake Cyclops, and we ran into somebody called the Manimator.
he was animating wax superhero figures, and then Darby talked to the darkness and died.
Yes, he did. Okay, since everybody kind of chipped in on that one, and also you didn't encounter the Manimator, you just saw something scrawled across saying, "Beware the Manimator."
He manimates mans.
But since you all helped with the story recap, I'll give you 5 additional karma each.
Hooray!
In addition to the 190 karma that you got from fighting all of those people.
Nice.
Hooray!
Okay, so before we get into the continuation, what does anybody want to increase their stats or funnel away some of the karma towards their karma pool?
Wait, how much karma did we get?
Including the recap, 195.
Oh.
How much karma does it take to raise a stat?
It all depends on what stat you want to raise.
Sure, I will shuffle some away to my karma pool. About 155 of it.
Okay, and that's on top of the 110 you already have in there, or is that?
I
Oh,
just I just added it all up, and there we go.
okay. And what's what's the first stat you would want to increase? Because that would kind of give you a goal of what is needed.
Better psyche, I think.
Psyche.
That or popular? Well, no, I can't move up popularity because I'm a mutant.
Actually, popularity uh, is earned through actions. It's not actually.
Uh,
Yeah. Um. Okay. Just so you know, to raise your psyche to TY6 or typical 6, you would need 60 karma.
I see. Um,
But then there's a jump after that.
got it. Well, yeah, why not? Let's go to typical 6.
Okay.
So if I wanted to raise my intuition from TY5 to say GD8, how much karma?
Okay. Uh, to go to TY7 would be 150 karma. GD8 would be 1080. Yeah, remember when you crest column shifts, you have to pay the 1,000. So technically, Josh, if you wanted to, you could increase it to TY7 with for 70 more.
Sure.
Wait a minute, just to go up to TY7 is going to cost 150?
Because you have to go up to TY6 first and then spend the 70 to get to TY7.
That's 120.
You're right, it is. It's 120. I'm sorry.
Hey, my psyche is a little bit harder now. I'm recovering from the scars of war.
And oh, I should note that in the spreadsheet. Give me a second.
That or maybe Arex has always been susceptible to mental effects because tiny dinosaur brain.
Frank, are you gonna try and increase something?
Yeah, I moved my intuition up to TY7. Yeah.
Emily, is there anything you would like to do?
I would like to boost my TK as high as I can go with what I got.
Okay, let's take a look at your telekinesis.
Its value is 1. It's feeble.
Okay, well, so we'll kind of deal with this per rank, because I think you're only gonna have enough to go up to PR or to FB2, because it doesn't pour start out at 3. Yeah, because you need 1,000 to get up to pour. So it's just 20 karma. And that gets it to FB2. But the good news is you are well on your way of saving up for the next rank.
And then how high can she go?
Um, I don't know. I'll look at it when I'll put it into the description when it powers up. So you upped your
We should scrub the beard off Darby's character and ask Emily what she thinks.
The what?
Darby's new character is on the landing page there, except Frank gave him a beard.
He looks like a douche.
and that's with the beard.
Yeah, he does not look like a superhero at all. Not even a very casual one.
He looks like the guy who has a lot of money and wanted to be popular and was like, superheroes are popular. Hey guys, I'm the popular new superhero. And he just tells people he's already popular.
That's probably not very far off, although he described him as uh, a okay, I know you guys are gonna laugh. Hard-boiled detective?
That's not a hard-boiled detective. That's not a hard-boiled detective. Cannot. What does he know about noir?
This is Darby we're talking about.
Okay. A hard-boiled detective cannot afford a pinstriped silk tailored suit.
All right.
You gotta be hard on your luck. Come on.
Yeah, nor can he afford that expensive of a haircut.
And anyway, if I was gonna have a character that's gonna be a hardball detective, the picture I would have chose Picard as Dixon Hill.
Oh shit.
That right there would have been hardboiled detective personified.
Just because this is a superhero game, I would have gone with Archer in Dreamland.
Still,
But anyway, that's
I probably would have gone with a picture of Carmen Sandiego.
well, but yeah,
hey, no, there you
no,
go.
I know but if you wanted a male character, Carmen Sandiego doesn't really work.
No, I suppose not.
But no, I agree.
But no, Carmen would be perfect.
Yeah, I totally agree. Carmen Sandiego is the shit.
All right, let's stop bagging on Darby's character because it's on recording.
Well, that just means that now he can come back and listen to us later.
Okay, we're gonna have to take a brief moment because Frank is cleaning my glasses, so I can't see shit.
Also, did you give Darby back his role so that he can get in here when he does finally decide to show up?
I did.
Okay, just making sure.
I was about to say, if nobody saw it, you guys are all admins.
Fair enough.
So if I forgot to, somebody could have looked and just added it.
I often forget that I have power here.
How can you forget? You're the darkness.
I'm used to being trapped here behind the wards of Ohio.
I know. We haven't found enough creepy children to sacrifice to let you out.
Tell them God be children.
I don't think
Just
you
give
want
me
creepy
lives.
adults because that just gets into territory that you don't even want to touch them with like a 10 foot
Okay,
clown pole.
okay, but I'm in Ohio. Ohio. Just give me lives.
Give me lives, sweet little lives.
No.
Don't,
That's lies, not lives. Lies.
they don't gotta be sweet. What did I just say? Just sacrifice people in my name and weaken those barriers.
Okay, so through through sheer willpower of kicking ass, you guys have gotten slightly better at some of your stats.
Woo.
And you're still missing 2 wax figures and some dude named the Manimator. And you've got Kasich, who's really freaking out about the death of Ethan.
Are we still in the scene where we were before? Still in the town?
You guys are still in Gotham City. You guys have just found that scrawled across the wall about beware the Manimator. Um, so you guys have rescued the person trapped in the janitor's closet, and Kasich is still out on the street and he's still freaking the fuck out.
Do we hear the telltale sign of first responders?
Yes, you do. And of course, them being Gotham City's finest, they showed up after all the chaos had happened.
Ah, yes. By comic book standards.
Of course, they were nowhere to be seen when streets had to be evacuated and the wax figures were attacking indiscriminately.
No, it's fine. They cars don't move as fast as flying dinosaurs or the Rock.
I will say that Gotham City PD is also not 3 blocks away from where the Wax Museum was.
No, no, it is not.
What? Um. So while the police and everything is showing up, uh, it's at this point there's uh, a superhero. There's an air vehicle landing close by. It has the clear markings of the WCH. Um, and you're signaled to go over towards the vehicle before the press come to you.
Man, the police can't even set up a cordon?
Well, I mean, really, anybody with a cell phone can be considered press.
These days, yeah.
Yeah. So they are letting in actual press, but there's still the cell phone looky loos. So
I'm gonna get in the van.
it's an air vehicle.
Whatever.
Doesn't
You know what I
matter.
mean.
It's a van.
It's a van. Get in the candy van, damn it. All right, so
Rex does a little more than that. Like, holds up one finger to the person gesturing over, walks over to the obvious chief of police, pulls out a little like body cam out of the pocket of their outfit. Little data stick comes out, slides into the dude's. Do you got a phone, chief? Hand me it for a second.
what are you doing?
Giving you a report.
Wait, who are you talking to?
Whoever looks like they're in charge for the police.
Oh, okay.
Whoever has the most stars on their uniform.
Whoever has the bushiest blonde mustache with glasses.
Yes.
Sir, your mustache is amazing. You must be in charge.
Sir, you look incredibly like Commissioner Gordon. I'm going to trust you with all of this.
Sir, might I say that your mustache gives you a air of distinguishment, and therefore you must be in charge. Hand me your cell phone for a moment.
I just look over and yell at him, Rex, what are you doing?
He pulls out his well, I guess you could call it a cell phone. Um, I think in the past Marvel's games I called it a comlink, but
It could be a comm link now.
yeah, he gives you his comlink.
Okay, to plug in the body cam and download a copy of the event to his phone. There, that should help with your police report.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Make sure the people who headed down that alley are okay. I think they might have encountered the Wax Daredevil.
So Emily, you went into the vehicle.
Yup.
What did
I headed towards the vehicle, stopped when I saw Rex heading over to the cops and asked him what he was doing.
Okay, so in the vehicle, or the person who came out and gestured you over, isn't Stealthbird. It is another woman. She's well, I'll explain in detail later. Anyway, she asks with a very
Okay.
no. Okay, I'll just tell the background right now because I can't think of a way to describe it without it sounding absolutely horrible unless I go into the full detail of it. The character's name is Chernobyl. She found out that she had breast cancer. She had to have a mastectomy, a double mastectomy. So she is very flat chested. But I didn't want to describe it like, I don't know. It's just one of those weird things.
That she kind of looks like a 2x4.
Yeah, I can probably say with certainty that she's flat chested. She has very short blonde hair, and she asked the both of you, "What is he doing?" I can't do it properly, but she has a very thick Russian accent.
I don't control their life.
That
I
was
have
more
no idea.
I know that wasn't Russian.
You are such a kraut.
I should have just made a German here and go, where are the boys?
Is that on the corner?
But
Anyway,
yeah, it doesn't take long for Eric's to get back. Actually, Eric's heads over to where Kalsic is.
Well, Damien looks at her and goes, I have no idea what he's doing.
stay here. I will be back.
Yeah,
And
sure, yeah.
she walks past you, Arex, and over to the cop and takes his comlink.
Wow, we're those sort of superheroes, aren't we?
And she comes back to the PAV. Stealthbird requests that you do not share media coverage of your
Jimmy, you cut out there at the end. Are you okay?
yelling at Darby.
Oh.
Okay. Uh, yeah, basically she just goes Stealthbird requests uh that any video footage that you take gets passed through the WCH first.
Yeah, I didn't scroll down. That's my bad.
Fucking hell, Darby.
Arex just kind of considers it for a second. So are we one of those superhero groups?
No. We'll give it to the police once we've reviewed the footage. It's just we need to ensure that there aren't any blunders that might make you look bad.
I'm not concerned about my image. I'm more concerned about the honesty of the events. I will outlive any blunders of my image.
It is standard operating procedures with the mentorship program within the WCH. I can assure you nothing is going to be altered. It's just so we can get ahead of anything.
Fine, but if you don't notice, we also have a traumatized child over here that probably needs to be picked up off the street corner.
Yes. Anonymous Rex, Mr. Frost, could you please escort Kasich into the jet?
Oh, I'll get him. He runs out.
All right,
Just
so Kasich, who was still freaking out, is now freaking out more because he just moved at a huge velocity.
Both hands, both sides of the face. Well, I guess that will be all then. Now, Anonymous Rex moves to the van.
Okay. So you all get into the PAV, and you are taken. I keep taking you to different buildings. I don't want to. After consulting with Stealthbird on the communicate, you know what I'm trying to say. She just gives you a lift back to. You know what? No, I can't do that. All right. You know what? Fuck it. You're going to the WCH headquarters. Which is in orbit of Earth. And no, I didn't get this from Justice League. I stole this from Stormwatch.
Steal it from Hero Society and orbit the moon for no reason.
Well, I wasn't part of the Hero Society.
That doesn't mean you can't steal it.
It means I'd have to go back and watch those episodes to steal ideas from it.
I mean, fair, but literally, I just told you the entire relevant portion.
So it just orbits the moon for no reason.
Yeah. To be fair, the actual characters in the Hero Society game were only there once, and then they were assigned their own base. We went there one time.
Well,
look, why don't we just sit there and have a base on the moon? We call it Moon Base Zappa with a laser. We call it the Alan Parsons Project.
No. Moon Unit Zappa.
Same thing.
Okay. So, although I do have to say, you want to know how you can tell that your role playing group is in the older brackets when they're making obscure references like that.
Yeah, it all went over my head. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Well, Moon Unit Zappa is the actual daughter of Frank Zappa, but it's also from Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. No. Yeah, Spy Who Shagged Me.
See, I grew up in the Mormon state where they were all like, oh, you can't watch Austin Powers. That'll convince you to do dirty sex acts.
Ha! No.
Oh, yeah.
Like the opposite of that.
I think the most sexual thing they did was the long chain of jokes about boobs and dicks.
Oh yeah, where he's naked and things that looked like boob-like or dick-like would be in front of things. Yeah.
Or when the satellite was brought down, or the rocket was launching or coming down, and it looked like a dick or two boobs.
Or the scene at the shadow scene in the tent.
Oh yeah. So I mean, there was I guess innuendo is the right term.
Yes.
Tons of innuendo. There was nothing raunchy or gross.
Do it make you horny, baby?
Okay,
That's not true.
gross.
There was plenty of gross things.
Yeah, but nothing that was involved sexual stuff. Oh wait, no, that's not true. There was the fat bastard tracking device.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, Um. Anyway, so you go up to, you go through the weather grid, and you arrive at the space station. It's not super huge, but it's so it's not like Earth space dock where it's hundreds upon hundreds of levels, but it's also not like 20 decks.
So the Justice League Tower, Space Tower is bigger.
Um, yeah, I'd say the watchtower is bigger.
Oh, so this is Watchtower Junior.
The Justice League did not transfer over when Metropolis and Gotham came over, so no, no, it's not the Watchtower Junior. But anyway, when you get aboard, uh, you guys are shown to a conference room. Chernobyl tells you that Stealthbird will be with you in a moment. There's a replicator in there, so feel free to eat or drink whatever you'd like. Just know that it will not replicate alcoholic beverages. And she excuses herself.
Bye.
I get a hot cup of tea.
You get a hot cup of tea. Emily, I'm gonna get some fish juice.
Wrong character.
He replicates a a pizza.
Okay. Like a personal pizza or like a big pizza?
A regular sized pizza.
Okay.
One that can feed about like 6 people.
Now, are we talking like 6 of you, 6 of Darby? I mean, I need.
6 average people.
Okay.
A bottle of water and a banana milkshake.
What do you mean by 6 of Darby?
Darby, let us not go over your immense amount of food that you order every single time.
Because it'll be on the recording.
But just think, Darby, if you can eat a whole large pizza by yourself, how big would one be that could feed 6 of you? So that's why I was asking.
Oh, okay. Thought you were calling me fat.
Oh, I thought it was strictly implied.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's what I thought you were saying anyway.
So, you guys are sitting down. Kasich is with you. He's currently slumped in a chair. He looks very despondent.
Someone get him a blanket and a hot drink.
Thank you, Amy Farrah Fowler. From Big Bang Theory.
But he's probably in shock right now.
Probably, yeah.
I'm giving good advice.
I know. But it's also a thing with Sheldon and Amy that if anybody's in distress,
Hot drink,
a
yeah.
hot beverage, yeah.
So yes. Hot beverage, blanket.
Okay. I said don't speak when you go through.
You're not responsible for what other people do. Just take it easy.
But he wouldn't have been in that position had I not put him in there.
You gave him ample warning. You did all you could to prepare him for it, and you were trying to save him. It's not your fault. What alternative did you have, really?
I don't know, but I'd always heard that could happen, but I never. That's why I just thought that if you ignored it, it wouldn't do anything.
I give him a hug.
Aww. Darby, you need to name your character.
I did name him. He's called Ronald Greenwood.
I'm gonna name your superhero name Hard Blush. Oh no, I killed Chad again.
No, sorry, I was checking permissions for the character sheets. What did you say?
I said I'm gonna nickname his superhero name as Hard Blush.
Oh no.
I sent you the reason why in your messages.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm going, oh no.
So about halfway through his pizza, he looks up and takes a drink of water.
Hang on. I'm going to pause the recording for a second because I'm kind of afraid that it's going to open up in this browser, which means it'll show up on the recording.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn.
Okay. uh, now, Josh, who were you trying to name that?
Darby's new character.
Oh.
So halfway through my pizza, I'm looking up, take a drink of water. I look at Kasich and just tell him it's like, don't worry about it. He spoke to the darkness. It's his fault, not yours. Could have been worse.
That's a little cold.
Cold? Do you not know what me and Kasich have in common?
Are you also some form of Shadow Lord?
I'm not a Shadow Lord, but I can manipulate the Dark Force like Kasich.
I can't manipulate the dark force. It's just something I travel through.
Yes. And if I try real hard, I could do it too. But try this one on for size. These abilities I have were thrust upon me. I did not ask for them.
I naturally had the ability to shift through the shadows.
And did you naturally sit there and wake up to these powers being thrust upon, to these abilities going haywire and sitting there in the darkness swallowing up 6 people?
No, because I can't shift 6 people through.
Well, that's what happened for me.
Josh, I'm also going to add I hate you so much right now.
Good.
I'm glad that you understand that.
When these powers manifested for me, the darkness exploded. I was in a barracks bay with 6 other people. The darkness opened up and swallowed them because they spoke to the darkness, and I heard their screams.
Could we try not traumatizing the young man, please?
So it's not your
My.
fault, kid. He goes back to his pizza and, you know,
You know, if I didn't know any better and had just listened to this portion of the recording alone, I would firmly believe that we found our edgelord.
I think we'd firmly believe that we found our villain. What the fuck? What the ever-loving fuck?
uh, so I'll say about 30 minutes pass, and Stealthbird comes in. Just so you know, Arex, I've sent off the footage to the Gotham Police Department. While there are certain things that we need to understand, there was nothing done incorrectly in this encounter, other than the tragic loss of Mr. Miller.
Well, the sad fact is not everyone always gets to go home.
Yes, that is true, but it's never an easy thing to accept.
I'm aware.
And after having dealt with our UN liaison, they are glad to learn that you are technically under our mentor program. Now, I think I there's still 2 statues and the Manimator still out there.
I was going to ask about that. What is this Manimator? Was he active during my last time being active?
No. I've There was a reference to a Manimator from the Department H files. That one was encountered in the early 2000s, or about 60 years ago, but nothing has been heard of them since, and I doubt that he's still alive. So this is a new person. We are currently investigating. We will give you all of the information. Since you handled this individual, I think it would be best if you continue to do so. He hasn't shown himself to be a problem so far as to be a global threat, so we don't really have any jurisdiction. So would you like a ride back to your now new apartment complex?
Our new what?
Remember, the WCH bought your apartment complex,
Oh,
so
right.
each of you get an apartment.
That's still weird.
Could
We've looked through our mentorship program to see if there was anybody else that could help you. He has already moved into the building. His name is Ronald Greenwood.
help as in a mentorship capacity or as in a...
As in a fellow mentee. He is a beginning hero, just like, well, two of you, and well, Arex, you've been here forever.
Gives a little smile. Don't call it a comeback, I've been here for years.
Oh God, I want to hurt you so bad. First the hard blush and now this. Fuck you, Josh.
What?
Sorry. It just happens. I have a meme for this, hold on.
Oh fuck.
I'll put it somewhere.
Put it in the Marvels OC. Okay. Um. So. Stealthbird tells you that another member of the WCH, probably Chernobyl, will be coming back here to take you down to uh, back down to Wayne Tower, where you'll get a car to your Bohemian apartment building.
Is there any chance where we could have a, perhaps an extra vehicle or a detour? If I'm moving house, I'd like to pack some things up from where I was staying before.
Of course. Actually, if none of you mind a detour, we could probably go by where you were staying first. Josh, I assume you're talking about the upstate New York place.
The Chicken Ranch!
Yes, Chicken Ranch. Does anybody object to the detour?
No.
No.
Arex will at least try and be polite and just be like, "Oh, sorry. They don't have to all. I don't want to put anyone out. I mean, if everyone would rather just get home."
It's not really putting anyone out. It's we'll stop by your place first, and then we'll go to Wayne Tower for the car.
That's fine. I just don't want to be a bother to anyone.
Okay, so Stealthbird leaves. A few minutes later, a different person comes in. He's got white skin with like black spots over his face, over his eyes, like Domino, but on both eyes. And he's got a skunk streak down his, across his head. Uh, on your ride, fellas.
There was one other actual other question I had Arex ask. What happens to Cossack?
Well, I'll say, okay, so we'll rewind a little bit. Stealthbird's still there. You ask what's going to happen to Kasich. She says that she's going to have him speak to one of their psychiatrists, and then he will probably be joining you.
Okay.
So fast forward, dude is there. He says, "I'm your ride."
Okay.
So you follow him. He introduces himself. His name is Timberwolf.
Pleasure to meet you. Do you also have something you do, or are you just the pilot?
No, I have claws and teeth.
We have something in common.
So PAV takes off. You head back down. You land near the chicken ranch.
And it is literally just like kind of an agrarian, idyllic, slightly run down, hidden in the trees, like bird ranch. There are chickens, and there are ducks, and there are geese. Avoid the geese, they are full of evil.
Yes, they are.
So Rex,
Emily, we need to sacrifice burbs to get you free. We need to sacrifice something as evil.
I don't like burbs.
Not quite as evil, but just as evil.
I like burbs.
So Rex, you play a lot of Duck Duck Goose here?
Elementously.
I see that the night is just going to be me issuing out a lot of fuck yous.
Oh, plenty. Sometimes when I get squirrely, I release a couple of them out into the woods and hunt them for sport.
What?
I'm joking.
I'm not joking. Um, so you gather your things.
And they are just like personal effects, like a couple suitcases worth of just personal effects, and maybe a box.
Uh, Frank, you're told that uh, you will be allowed when we transfer to the car, you'll be able to go to your apartment to grab your stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So after that, it's a quick flight to Wayne Tower. You get into this super cushy car that's like I don't know, what's the elite Uber thing? Like Uber Black? But I forgot what we called ours.
I don't remember what it is either.
Emily, you're the one who suggested it. What was it?
I did what?
What was the Uber equivalent in our game? I think it was the same one that was in Hero Society and everything else.
I don't think we had one in Hero Society.
I know we had one when I played FX in that one campaign. I just can't remember what it was called.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Uh, all right, so we'll
Drive? Ride? I don't know. Ride with a Y.
ride with a Y. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? If it's something different than what we said before, it's just a rival company.
Yeah.
Uh, but it doesn't matter. It's a company car. It's not an Uber. Frank, you are dropped off at your apartment, and you're told that they will return for you. Just give them a call and pack up your stuff.
Okay.
And the rest of you are taken back to the apartment complex. Emily, you get to take in the Bohemian again.
Hooray.
Go take a roll in the tetanus so you can get your artistic creativity back.
Um,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go take a roll in the asbestos. No?
yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what's old and not good for you. Uh, Mercury. Go touch that mercury.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Um,
sorry, I had to type that out.
okay. Uranium hard candy. It sounds like a cyberpunk stripper name.
Um, you're right. It does. It does sound like a stripper name for cyberpunk. Okay. Uh, so as you are, or the driver comes into the main entryway with you, and informs you that your apartments are the top are the the top 4 apartments in the building. And you can see that there's some movers moving some stuff out. And as you're going upstairs, you see where they're taking the stuff out of. It is Mr. Gallo's apartment. The the Emily, it's the big man bat.
Right, right.
And when you get up to the top 4 apartments, uh, Emily's still got yours, and there's 3 more loft apartments on this floor. So it's pretty much just a choose your apartment for everybody else. Darby,
Yes.
you are in your apartment. You have been kind of uh, roped into the WCH mentor program. Not as a mentor,
As a mentee.
and uh, you knew that the group that you were to be assigned with is in the other 3 apartments on this floor.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your intuition. Fucking hell, Darby. Okay,
And
so
it begins.
so as you guys are coming up the stairs, when I say it's you guys, it's just Emily and Josh.
Real quick, can I say that because of my lack of resources and what my character did, it has expired to be, can I be kind of setting up my living room as my actual office that I invite clients into? Like I'm kind of using my apartment as both my office and my living space.
You can try.
He's going to try because he can't afford an actual office right now.
Okay, but I'm going to say that you're blaring music at the moment. So as Emily and Josh, as you come up to the top of the building, or to the top floor, you can hear music blaring out of one of the lofts.
Ugh.
And Darby, what type of music does Ronald like?
Oh, that is a good question. It would be classical because with his back with this little bit of backstory that I've come up with him being like loving like 1950s like mystery movies and books and stuff, I'd say it'd be more of a classical genre. But he probably does have it up a bit too loud.
Well, the are we talking classical like Mozart, or are we talking big band?
Big band.
Okay.
How long have the others been gone?
Well, you've been at your apartment. Uh,
Yeah, I know. How long have they been gone?
Not
That
long.
they've.
Uh, Altogether, it's been about 45 minutes since you were dropped off.
All right, I've called within that 45 minutes.
Okay. Um. So yeah, you hear at a loud volume, 40s and 50s big band music.
I'm gonna look up a song real quick so we know which one's playing right now.
You don't have to. Because trust me, right now there's postmodern jukebox, so there could be artists in the 2060s that have re-recorded everything as big band music. I mean, fuck, for Christ's sake, you could be listening to a big band 1950s version of Toxic by Britney Spears.
True, but right now, um, he's listening to Roger Williams' "Almost Paradise."
Okay. Like I said, didn't have to know. All we have to say is it's big band and it's loud. So, what are the two people doing that are outside listening to the muffled big band music?
I liked it better when I had no neighbors.
I liked it better when my neighbor was a psychotic Batman.
You can you. So Eric's expressions are a little hard to read, but it's kind of obvious, considering being polite and introducing self, but also equally just kind of like don't want to bother him. He seems to be engaged in something right now. Maybe deal with it when it's quieter.
So, Emily, you going back into your apartment?
Yes.
Okay. I will say that once you close the door to your apartment is bohemian, but it's also soundproofed.
Hooray! That's good.
It's just the hallway isn't. Um, Josh, are you just gonna pick an apartment? Which one are you going for? The one next to Emily's apartment, or are you going to the one that's next to the noise?
Oh, far away from the noise.
Okay, so you're going next to Emily's apartment. Okay, so you have a nice loft apartment. It's got plenty of windows. It's got that big slidey door in it for the front.
And by this point, ARX has a system of quick move in, move out of places.
Pigeons on the balcony.
Yay, birds.
Hooray! Now you get disease burbs.
Hooray! Isn't that what everybody wanted?
Or I could just fast forward to Futurama time and there's a spotted owl problem instead.
The mushroom war already happened.
Not to mention the sentient walking carrots.
But yeah, so like Rex is kind of a method that they're going through as far as move out and move in. Everything in around the same places, every single place.
So you have quite a bit of empty space in your apartment.
Quite a bit.
Okay. When you close the door, you also blocked out the music. Frank, you get there? Um, you get to the top floor, or to the top floor. You hear the loud music, and you notice there's only one door that's remaining open, and it's the one right next to it.
We get to be neighbors.
I'm sorry, Frank.
I hate you all.
Hey,
No, I'm
hey
kidding, I'm
now.
kidding.
My apartment was already here.
Hey, you're not playing an edgelord unless you have something to complain about.
Well, shit. Then I'm the perfect edgelord. I've always got something to complain about. But I could never hate the darkness. She is my mistress.
Well, looks like I had to cut a bitch.
Come at me, bro.
So, yeah.
Seriously, Ohio sucks. Come visit. It's fine.
So I can hear the music through his door.
Yes.
Is his door open at all or cracked or?
No.
I'm just wondering what the hell he's listening to because it's like god awful, horrendous music. I'm just like, is there anybody with me who's like helping me move my stuff?
Yes.
I just look at the person's like, do you understand that stuff? What is somebody strangling a chicken trying to make music? What in the hell?
I think my grandfather listened to this.
Oh,
By the way, this guy is in his 70s.
the guy that's helping me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, who's living in that apartment? Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I just bet he just better not be playing that all the time. If I have to listen to that and I can't sleep, I'm gonna break whatever he's playing that on. So we go into my apartment
And you close the door. It is mostly muffled.
mostly muffled.
Yes.
And then I hook up amps and speakers.
No, it is mostly muffled, if only because. You know what? Actually, high or low, Darby?
Hi?
Where is your speaker set? Is it against the wall?
I was just making a joke.
Where are your stereo speakers?
Oh. Honestly, right now, since I'm still putting things up and getting
Just
everything
make a
squared away,
decision. Gosh.
I think it'd be more makeshifted up in the center, just so because I'm still moving stuff around.
Okay, then no, you don't. It's gone. It's silent. But the minute you crack open your door, it starts up again.
I quickly get my stuff moved, get what I need moved in that I brought with me, and
Okay.
shut the door. And is this like just a regular loft apartment where it's like open concept loft, or is it like here's the bedroom, here's the bathroom, and the rest is all open space loft?
Um, it's pretty much bathroom, a bedroom, and then loft with the kitchen up against the wall. One of the walls.
Tell me the kitchen's not against the wall that's being shared between the two apartments.
It probably is, yeah. Although going by layouts of apartments, you're guessing that his floor plan is swapped a bit, so your kitchen is actually more up against his bedroom.
I'm gonna murder somebody.
Okay, so who is the first to be social?
Real quick, before I break the ice, who would my character talk to? Because once he gets everything set up, he wants to put some small speakers in the top corners of the loft space,
Uh huh.
so I can get like a little surround sound going. Who would he talk to about if he has permission to mount the speakers? Because that would be making alterations to the apartment itself.
It's a small alteration, uh, but it would really be a self project unless you want to hire somebody to install it for you.
Oh no, 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 not with his funds. He'll do it himself. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your reasoning.
Oh, because this worked so well the first time.
I know.
Let's do it. There we
Okay,
go.
that's not bad. You are able to hook it up fairly successfully.
I am lowering the music a little bit,
Okay.
just a tad, since it's kind of doing like a little surround. I'm lowering it to make it more soothing.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I was told that they'd come by. They'd be back later on. When I was moving in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go down the hall and knock on a random person's, knock on one of their doors. I'll start with the far end and work my way closest to my apartment and just introduce myself.
Okay. So that's gonna be easy. Emily, you get a knock on your door.
Um, I guess I'll answer it.
All right. So you slide the door open and you see that.
Yeah, Yeah, just look at the picture. That's what I want my character to look like.
Can I help you?
Hello, Miss or Mrs. I am Detective Greenwood, and I was told I'd be out of character. I was told like it would only be the people I'm working with on this floor, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I was told I'd be working with you, and so I just wanted to introduce myself. And I hold out my hand to shake for a handshake.
Okay. Hi. Guess I will also shake his hand.
I give a smile and I go, and you are?
Aubrey.
Okay, thank you.
It's at this point, Darby, roll your intuition.
My intuition is not rolling well today. I'm pretty sure I did not make a green feat.
You did not. So, uh, as you're talking to Darby's character, you hear from behind you and back.
I just hear this right behind me,
No, it came from behind Emily.
but I can't see it.
You heard it, or you heard it. You heard them say it. You just didn't see him appear.
Okay. Oh, Miss Aubrey, I didn't realize you had company. I apologize for intruding.
What?
I just heard from behind you someone say I'm back.
Do you turn around, Emily?
Yeah.
It's Kasich.
Uh. Okay. Again, could you use the door next time?
Yeah. Sorry, I just came from the space station. It was a hard enough teleport.
I suppose that's fair, but like this is my actual home, and sometimes I'm just naked.
Is he intruding?
Oh, for fuck's sake! No. Fine.
I know her.
What part of hey, could you use the door next time? You know, politely. You know, never mind.
Sorry, Aubrey. I'll use the door from now on.
It's fine. No, it's fine. I got it. I got it. You know, teleport, all that. Just don't make it a habit. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I won't. I'll be sure to just teleport in front of your door.
It's great.
Uh, do you know him?
Sort of, I guess. Apparently, he's my neighbor.
Top floor neighbor?
Yup.
Oh, Aubrey, he's the guy.
I got that.
Should I go get the others? I'll knock. I'll go knock.
Yeah. They. I guess they might wanna know.
Real quick, can I roll a motive check on him? Um, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you in my headphones. Oh, which skill am I rolling?
Intuition.
88.
What are you trying to figure out?
Because he just appeared. She wasn't expecting him, so in his mind, like they kind of know each other, but did he? He's not sure about him.
He's
To me, he's sus.
well, he's not giving off any vibes that would
You can't
indicate
use
that
that word.
something is wrong, other than that use the door next time.
Okay.
Uh, Kasich steps out. Uh, you know, does some palm strikes on your door, Josh, then goes over and does some palm strikes on Frank's door.
Who does palm strikes? Is this garlic?
No,
I'm kidding.
It's just a flat hand slap onto the door. I just can't think of what it would be called.
No, I'm making a joke on a cooking channel I watch.
Oh, okay.
Where he palm heel strikes garlic to smash it.
Gotcha. I mean, I guess the best way to describe it is when, like on police shows, when they tap the van to move away. That's kind of what he's doing.
Basically, he doesn't know how to knock on doors.
Or maybe that's how they knock in the Shadow Realm.
They just flap the meaty parts of their hand against the door.
So I go to the door and open it up.
You see Kasich.
What's up?
We're apparently meeting the new guy. I hope I don't teleport him.
Why? What's wrong with him?
He just kind of gives you a side eye and then just walks away.
What? You don't like the new guy or something?
Josh, you heard
Yes.
you heard the van slap.
Yes, and sorry. I had to cough. Yeah, so Arex moves the door, opens it up. Was in the middle of hanging up some canvas cloths, but
Okay. You see Kasich. I'll say that you come out of your apartment just as you see Kasich give Frank the side eye and come back towards Emily's apartment.
is Emily still talking to?
Yes. So you see that standing outside of her apartment.
Oh dear God! And I thought I was old-fashioned.
Says the man born before Jesus.
Says the dinosaur. I am literally Raptor Jesus.
Oh shit.
So they're standing out. They're outside of Aubrey's door.
Uh, Darby is. Aubrey is kind of standing still in her apartment, but at the door. Essentially, she just opened it.
Yep.
So yeah, Arex will head over. In a show of solidarity.
All right, Darby. So you see two other people from the other apartments.
Oh, hello there. I'm Detective Greenwood. Um, y'all do see a badge hanging on my belt, though.
Are you a police officer?
Oh, I'm a private detective.
They don't have badges.
Yeah, private detective. Like, unless you get. Actually, no. Arex is sus. Arex is gonna roll. What do I roll to be like? That's obviously a badge he had made for himself.
Interesting.
Out of
Okay.
character, I thought private detectives did have some sort of badge.
No, they do not. They are citizens. Says the guy actually considering a private investigator, like, degree.
Oh, I actually legit thought he would have a badge to show that he went through some type of schooling for this.
No, you wouldn't get any badge. A badge is a symbol of authority, which, as a private investigator, you would have none of. Like,
They have licenses.
Okay, then you would see his license then.
That's not displayed.
yeah, that's a thing that the most you'd have is like a plastic card, like a driver's license, like I had in
Okay.
Texas. That'd be the most you'd have. Most likely, what you'd have is a paper certificate that you'd hang on your wall and be like, "Yep, see, licensed, bonded, did
Yeah,
government says it's okay."
it's very much like a business certificate or uh, if there is a license, I believe it's kind of like a library card, and it just kind of gives your license number.
Yeah, if you'd like, I can actually like post the picture of my private security license from Texas.
Oh, you don't have to. Just this is whole news to me.
But since you said badge,
Now
you rolled a green feat. Uh, you do see that it is a badge. It's not it's not necessarily police like. Uh, it doesn't claim to be part of any agency or law enforcement group.
I would like to interject here. Private detectives can have a badge. It would say private detective on it. Not necessarily do they are required to have one, but they can have a badge. They would have it in a conjunction with their license. So when they show it, it would say private detective and their license would be on the other side. So it just depends on the private detective. It's not a requirement, but they can choose to have one.
Yeah, I mean, I have a badge for security work, but it's not an official badge.
I know. I'm just saying that some private investigators do carry badges.
Okay.
Having just checked the Marvel OOC chat, fuck you, Josh. Fuck you. All right. So there is a badge, but it is not a law enforcement badge. It does have a series of numbers on it, and you're guessing that that's probably his license number. But anyway, Frank and or Damien and Arex, you both come up, and you got a super cheery hi from Robert. No, Ronald. Sorry.
Public-private dick.
Public-private dick.
Yeah, so I hold out my hand to shake y'all's and introduce myself as Detective Greenwood.
So, not a cop.
No, I'm a private detective.
Those things exist?
Yeah, they exist.
I thought they went out of style long ago.
I thought it was just a movie thing.
My character smiles and gets excited and asks, what detective movies have you watched?"
Oh, I don't know. God, that was 130 years ago.
Oh, did you ever get the chance to see Bad Days at Black Rock?
I've never heard of that movie.
Again, that was over 100 years ago. So no clue.
Okay.
I did read a Dick Tracy comic long ago, but that was just a comic.
I have seen Casablanca. But that's not a spy novel. Or that's not a detective thing, is it?
No,
out
I
of
think that.
out of character, I have never seen Casablanca, so I don't know.
No, I think the Casablanca was a spy movie.
Okay.
Eric's piped up. I saw The Maltese Falcon when it was originally in theaters.
Now that was a good movie.
Out of character. Never seen it.
Yeah, I never saw it either.
It's pretty good.
I
Apparently, I've never seen it either, but I know that it's one of the oldest noir films that I can think of.
Yeah. That's the first one that I thought of.
Oh. How about 23 Paces to Baker Street?
Okay, seriously, Darby, are you just Googling this?
Oh, I have the top 100 mystery films made 1950 to 1960 on my computer.
I mean, you can't say he didn't do research.
Are you really sure you're a private detective? You look more like some guy who wants to be a private detective because you look kind of young.
Oh, I'm actually just starting out. I don't have any clients yet, and I don't really have an office yet. But I'm going to be using my living room area just to kind of get a startup.
Have you solved any crimes?
Not yet.
Well, it looks like we have a perfect crime for him.
I don't think he's into fashion crime yet.
No, I'm talking about this whole Manimator thing. We're supposed to investigate this, remember?
My character would have read about that in the paper, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I will say that enough time had passed that it had hit the news a few hours ago.
Oh, I saw that on the news. Do y'all have a lead on him yet?
No.
Do you think we'd be standing here if we did?
Well, you always need to return back to base to come up with a plan of action at some point.
Right. We'd leave the scene if we knew who the guy was. We'd all return back to base just to make a plan. When we're already there.
Yeah, but when you're there, the adrenaline.
Damien just looks at Rex and goes, with that look of like, is he for real?
Numerous blinks. We're probably waiting for the crime scene to be processed, considering. And we probably won't have a lead until that happens.
Well, maybe I can help. I'm pretty sure what I saw in the news isn't everything there is to know. So what can you tell me about him?
So Jimmy, you did mention that there was a different Manimator that functioned a long time ago, right? This guy's kind of like a new dude.
Yes.
Well, he's potentially a copycat. Copycat perpetrator. So perhaps looking into the history of the name might drum up some idea on what he's going to do next.
I'm assuming the news told me what his powers were.
No.
Okay. What all can he do that you know of?
Make wax statues alive.
He also endows them with some level of the original's abilities. Not quite the same amount. If I remember right, Captain America and Daredevil were much stronger than that.
Is he
Actually, you were fighting the current stats as of the advanced player's book.
Oh. Huh.
I'm sure it's different now, but I mean that was 40 years ago, almost.
Because yeah, I'm like, Captain America is kind of a beast in current superhero stuff. Daredevil's not that big, but anyway, yeah. So rewind that. If it would have been just as strong as they were, but
do we know if he's limited to just wax figurines? Or can he animate any type of statue? Hello, did you guys hear me?
I did. I am just...
We don't know.
Okay.
If I remember the report that Stealthbird provided me, they didn't actually come across the Manimator.
No, we didn't. We only came across the animated statues. So you're asking a lot of questions of people who don't have a lot of answers.
True, but you have the most knowledge right now of what we have. Um,
Yeah, we fought some wax statues, and then we saw on the wall, "Beware the Manimator." That is literally all. I'm pretty sure the police report can tell you the same thing.
true, but
Oh,
it
that reminds me. Stelford said that we should be getting a copy of the the Gotham PD report.
Good. We'll have more to go on once we get that.
here's a question. The news reported the statues being of the superheroes, right? Like, well, you mentioned Daredevil yourself. Here's a question: could he have been trying to frame the superheroes?
The superheroes that he animated are dead.
Oh,
My logic is it was a cover for something else, considering he wasn't at the scene. But that's just, you know, a hunch. I don't have anything to base it on.
out of character, would do I have a technology to search for like I would have like some sort of like laptop or computer on me, right?
You have access to the data net, just like everybody does.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna look at them. Well, I'm gonna do some a little bit of research on this, and I will let y'all know what I find.
Okay.
Um, he's and
As as soon as I'm gonna head back to Wayne Tower because I Miss Wayne still thinks I need to be with her at times. Uh, as soon as she gets the Gotham PD report, I'll bring it over.
oh, thank you. And my door's always open to you guys.
I'd hope so, considering we're working together.
Oh yeah.
And it's at that point that Kasich melts into the shadows.
So Ronald gets a little look of you know of focus, and he goes into his little makeshift office area in the living room area where you would set up a dining room table or whatnot. And he starts going. First, he's going to research the original Manimator. He's going to get what he can on that. But then he's going to go on the data net. We know he can animate wax figurines, so he's going to bring up a map of all the wax museums around the area.
Within Gotham City and New York City, which are neighboring cities, there are 32 wax museums.
Okay.
5 of them dedicated to heroes.
Okay. So 5 of them. So he's gonna, scribble down those addresses and whatnot. And he's thinking about doing a little recon, but he's gonna wait till the report comes. But he didn't get their. He didn't get any contact information.
Nope.
How I'm gonna say this took him a minute to do all the research the previous
Okay,
Manimator.
hang on. So, after Darby went into his room, or to his loft, what is everybody else doing?
Um, wishing Miss Wayne wanted me around all the time. Ha ha. No, I don't know.
I need to go
Probably just
flirt with a billionaire.
exactly. No, but like probably just hanging out, trying to relax after everything today. Like nothing heavy. She just wants to chill. Also, like until this guy strikes again, she doesn't really think there's a whole lot that can be done. You know.
Okay. Josh, what are you doing?
Well, first off, he watches the detective, or they watch the detective leave, look at the other two members of the group, and go, well, he's certainly enthusiastic. Do either of you two need anything?
No, but if you want a drink, I'm about to have one.
I would love a drink.
Great. I got cheap ass wine, uh cheap ass vodka. I think I got some soda.
I will say that that is the one thing that replicators can't do, is they cannot make alcohol.
Hey, I found some tequila back here.
Some cheap ass wine sounds so wonderful right now.
You know, I would rip on some boxed wine at the moment, but apparently they make some really good ones now.
Yeah, apparently they do. All right. Is anyone else still here? I know Cass.
Frank, are you still there? Are you still there? Because both Arex and Aubrey are getting into alcohol.
We're getting our booze on.
And apparently it's cheap booze.
It's all part of the bohemian experience.
And Private Dick went where?
He went back to his apartment.
I stated I was going to research. I was going to do a bit of research on the subject.
No, he goes back to his apartment and finishes unpacking and getting it set up the way he wants it.
Okay, so I'm guessing that you are going for like Boone's Farm strawberry wine.
I mean, it's probably still made of grapes. Come on now.
I mean, I'm sure that Boone's Farm is grape adjacent.
Fair enough.
Excuse me while I take a shot of this Arrow blackberry flavored brandy. It's not
I
even
mean-
real blackberries.
Like to be fair, like I enjoy fruit wines for real. It's just
uh. Okay, so Frank, are you joining them for the cheap booze?
No, so I'm going back to my apartment.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So Frank, you go back to your apartment. How much are you guys gonna drink?
I mean it's been kind of a hard day.
So are we looking for very tipsy? Are we looking for blackout drunk? Shit faced? What?
Never get blackout drunk. Come on now.
Especially not an RPG.
But very tipsy is fine.
Yeah, very tipsy is okay.
Okay. You know what? Just because I like the RP, describe how your character gets when they are tipsy. I would also like to point out that I have never been drunk or tipsy, so
Oh, this'll be fun.
I have no idea what to expect.
Hey, look. Like, I'm not sure about this whole thing, but you're cool. I like you.
So Aubrey is the friendly drunk.
Yeah, basically. That's me too, honestly. I like everybody.
And Arex?
He gets the dreamy, introspective drunk. Like the sort of drunk where you're like chilling on like balconies, enjoying sunsets,
Oh, okay.
people watching for no readily apparent reason and finding it like the deepest thing ever, even though you're just watching like just like bums go about their day.
Gotcha.
So,
Watching a couple homeless people digging in the trash and like, man, life.
life. So yeah, they're probably sitting on Aubrey's balcony. Like Arex is like on the railing sitting, feet up.
Just staring down at the street.
Aw, Aubrey. Like you too. Man, have you seen a sunset like this in forever?
Yes, I was like, I'm gonna live here because the view, and also because it's cool.
You know, I love the fact that Arex is asking her, have you ever seen such a beautiful sunrise or sunset? Especially considering that you've seen every sunset from before Christ.
Hey, I hung out with Christ for a little while. He was cool. He was much more about the people, man.
Cool isn't Cheech and Chong cool, or just cool?
You know what? Just because it's my game and I love taking the piss, we're gonna go with Cheech and Chong cool.
Okay, but I mean, to be fair, like, water could be kind of dangerous back then, so there's a lot of alcohol and a lot of things.
Then again, I think that actually betrays the central thing of Arex, where Arex does not tries not to interfere with history too heavily.
Yeah, I know.
Then again, at the moment, Arex wouldn't know that they just met someone who's going to define world religion.
That is true. But no, you said that you weren't in that region when
No, I
all
don't.
that was happening.
I don't think that they were anywhere near that region of the world until like mid-game Roman Empire. So like well after that.
Yeah.
Look, nobody's trying to canonize the existence or non-existence of a central religious figure.
Listen. All I know is that I'm the real Raptor Jesus. Jesus got all his ideas from me.
Oh my god. All right.
So, yeah. And I mean, today's been a lot. It's normally nothing like this. And then there's some days when it's more than this.
Um, what?
The life, the superhero life.
Oh,
Most days it's just things like, purse snatchers, kittens from trees.
And then it's Doctor Doom invading Wakanda.
oh man, I would totally pull a kitten out of a tree. I love kittens.
They are adorable.
They're so soft and fluffy.
I had like 3 strays that used to hang around the farmhouse. They weren't really mine, but I don't know who they belonged to. But they ate the mice out of the chicken feeds. That was nice.
I don't know. I came here to make art. And now I'm fighting people sort of. It's weird. Life is weird.
Life is weird. It's got weird paths, but I don't know. There's lots of people like us that made art, I think.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of mutants that had like painting or artistic based powers.
Well, if you want artistic-based powers, there's Dazzler.
What did Dazzler do?
She could convert sound into light, and she was a disco singer.
Oh,
Not really sure if there's been any other like entertainment mutants that have powers specifically geared towards their their art.
that's fair, but like also, Josh was trying to think of like any mutants that were maybe canonically an artist of some kind, even if their powers weren't art based.
Colossus.
Huh.
Oh, I found a list of people. So yeah, I found one that's pretty good. Did you ever hear of Wasp? She used to work with the Avengers. She was a fashion designer.
That's right, she was. But yeah, that. But she also, well, she. Actually, yeah, I'll say that she used her talent towards her superhero career because she went through so many costumes.
She did. Yeah, she used to design costumes for the Avengers, mostly herself. She was a fairly prolific fashion designer.
And she's also a very well-known Avenger.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but like,
And I mean, even the guy we met today, Captain America, back before he was Captain America, is actually an art student.
huh?
That was before World War II and wanting to enlist, but that's a fact I didn't know about Captain America until this list. Apparently, yeah, Steve Rogers was an art student.
I didn't know that. Okay, hang on a second.
But that was World War II, everyone's lives changed in World War II.
Huh. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I this wasn't the plan. I just happened to be there and was like, I should do something. And now they're just like, hey, keep doing stuff.
Eric's kind of looks out across the city again, watches people walking for a minute. That's because there's always one thing I find the world is in short supply of, and that's people willing to take action. So groups like the Avengers, the Ganymede Estates, the group we're working for now, they're always eager to find those people. Because one person can make all the difference. You know?
No, I don't know.
You'll find out.
All right, so Frank, uh, as uh, as they are getting tipsy drunk, uh, you're in your apartment. What were you doing?
Getting it set up the way I want.
Okay, so you're getting it set up. You get the palm strike to the door.
He goes to the door and opens it up.
Hi, Damien. Uh, I came to you because I tried knocking on Aubrey's door, but there wasn't an answer.
That's probably because they're drinking.
I have the police report. Do you want to try and who do you want to try and get? Him or them?
I don't know what you think would be more fun, two drunks or some guy who's trying to be who wants to play detective.
Why don't you get the detective? I can just. She's gonna kill me, but I'm gonna just go into her apartment.
She won't kill you. She'll be upset, but she won't kill you.
I mean, now that I know that they are in there and they're both drinking, I'll just. Yeah. He turns around and again melts into the shadow. Uh,
He goes over and just. Mm, yeah, he bangs on the. Is he playing his music again?
No, he's in research mode.
so you don't hear anything.
So he fell asleep reading a book. Okay, so he bangs on the door.
I open it up. Oh, hello? So I open it up and I'm like, oh, hello. I told you my door's always open. You could have just came in.
I'm not walking into your apartment. We have the police report.
Oh, outstanding. Um, I'm out of character. I look in his hand. Is there only one copy?
He Kasich didn't give him the report. He just said it was there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I look confused. Are we all getting together, or is the report somewhere?
Okay. Well, you guys are talking out there. Uh, Aubrey and Arex, you're both sitting on the. I don't know if it's a fire escape or if it's a patio. It could be both. But you're sitting out admiring everything when you hear, I'm I'm betting it's just a patio. Uh,
It's a frappio.
it's a frappio. No. Uh, you there's a you know what? Actually, Aubrey, go ahead and roll your intuition, please. I think that just made it. Let me check.
Okay.
That
I mean, she has been
just
drinking.
that just made it. Um, so while you're tipsy, you you don't see him appear in your apartment, but you notice that he's approaching the sliding glass door before he taps on it.
Hey,
And,
there's the
and he
there's
slides
this
he slides the
guy.
door open. Uh, just
This guy.
how much have you had to drink?
A little bit.
4 glasses.
Only 6 ounces.
No. I take it you have good news?
Uh, yeah, I have the police report.
It's synthahol. We've had the equivalent of 1 beer. We're drunk.
How old are you?
150.
Okay, all right.
How old is that equivalently?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know because Shadow Lords are technically immortal.
Are you considered an adult?
Are we talking by the perspective of other Shadow Lords or by the laws
Yes.
of this land?
No, no. Your cultural perspective.
Well, my cultural perspective is that you're not technically an adult until you commit genocide.
Um,
That's a poor cultural perspective, and
that
we should
is
not follow
that is
that.
dumb. Yeah, that's terrible. Um, how long does it typically take the average Shadow Lord to commit a genocide?
It all depends on the the.
You know what? Fuck it. Here, you want some wine?
Oh
Drink
yes,
with us.
please.
No. How long does it take? I'll be right back.
Wait.
Let me go over to Europe.
So,
I
sorry.
just killed all of France. There we go. The French people are dead. I've committed
Except,
genocide. I'm an adult.
except the French are already dead in this timeline.
There are survivors from France. It's just they're all now in Australia.
They don't call themselves the French anymore. They call themselves Neo-French.
Uh,
Uh, uh, actually, I have a better idea. Does Miss Wayne allow you to drink?
I've never asked.
Would being drunk cause any form of would you lose control of your powers if you are inebriated?
Considering that my only power is being able to shift through shadows, I don't know. I mean, the only danger would be if I became super drunk and teleported someone with me while encouraging them to scream. But I don't think I would be doing that.
You can just see it now. Hi, we're gonna tr- 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 travel through the darkness while we're in there. While they're traveling through the darkness. Hi, see how dark it is? I love you, you little fucker. I love you.
Um, but yeah, uh, Kasich will take a drink.
All right, let me go get another glass, and we will drink.
Besides, I don't think alcohol does anything for me. But we'll see.
That would be unfortunate, but at least it doesn't taste terrible. But also, it's. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best either.
So you pour him some of the cheap wine.
Yep.
He tastes some of it. I'm just gonna use my real opinion of wine. Tastes a little like turpentine.
All alcohol
grape
tastes.
juice that burns.
All alcohol tastes a little like turpentine, I think. Unless you cover it in sugar.
I mean, not that I've actually drank turpentine. It's just like this tastes like turpentine smells.
That's because your sense of taste is connected to your olfactory.
You know what? I have never smelled turpentine, so I don't know what that is.
Paint thinner.
The only paint thinner I've ever smelled has been actual 100% pure, like some kind of alcohol.
Huh.
Not ethyl, not the kind you drink though.
Oh,
Like a different.
ethylpropylene.
I don't remember
So,
honestly,
a-
but it was just yeah.
after public-private Dick answered his door, he walked over to Emily's door. Sorry, Aubrey's door, and knocked on it, kind of loudly.
Okay, so as you were taking the glass to Kasich, you heard the knock on the door.
Well, I will go give Kasich his drink first, and then go answer the door.
Okay.
Hey, there's the dude.
There's the dude.
Don't know.
You know, I'm liking friendly Emily.
I mean, you can get that anytime you want. Just buy me booze. Or get me to pretend or pretend I've been drinking on a character who gets friendly.
What have you been drinking?
Wine.
You hear Kasich go, "It's like turpentine, but not."
Wine.
It's cheap.
You're
wine.
drunk off of wine?
I'm white girl wasted. Leave me alone.
White girl wasted.
Gray girl wasted.
No, I just I just love that descriptor. Look, I'm white girl wasted, okay?
From inside the room, somewhere by the kitchen table, I am also white girl wasted.
Look. Okay, out of character, you're talking to somebody who has definitely had a couple bottles all to herself and definitely gotten drunk on wine before. Okay, shut up.
Besides, we're not drunk, we're comfortably tipsy.
Yeah, we're just having fun. Come on. Do you want a drink or what's up? What's up?
I don't drink wine. Wine is, how do I put it?
Tread lightly, my friend. But also, I got some cheap vodka and a bottle of tequila back there.
Yeah, no.
That
No,
was kind of my thought because I wasn't planning to just get completely wasted.
no. If you're gonna drink, get something that's really perfect, like some whiskey or some scotch.
I think that's really more of our new neighbors thing.
Uh, the new neighbor is there too.
But
That's really more of his thing.
how could you
I
tell?
I think his thing is more like a wine cooler or maybe maybe club soda.
Because in all those old movies, don't they always drink like scotch?
Yeah,
No.
and whiskey. They drink whiskey too.
I think one scotch might sit there and probably drop him like a bad habit.
I mean, just because he's a lightweight doesn't mean he's not drinking it.
Are we seriously gonna have a drink off?
No.
No.
It wouldn't be fair anyway.
Why is
The
that?
dinosaur wins.
Because Cass could drink everybody under the table.
No, because both Arex and Aubrey are starting with a handicap. We're already tipsy.
That's fine. That's why we like make them drink to get onto our level. Before.
Yeah, no, not with my character stats. I'd be one glass done.
Anyway, we're here for a police report.
Yeah. Uh. Uh. Kasich stands up and goes over and gestures to your terminal because everybody has one, and asks if he can use it to access the data.
It's Aubrey's terminal. I'm not going to give permission.
I know that's he was asking Aubrey. Emily.
Sorry, what?
Uh. Kasich has walked over to your terminal
Uh huh.
and has asked to use it to access the GCPT report.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You're good.
Okay. Uh, After a little bit, uh, he offers a thumb scan, and the report pops up. Uh, so who's going to sit down in front of it and read it all?
No, I'll do it since I'm not drunk.
Okay. So you are looking you are looking through the after action report by the first responders. They state that they found that the janitor Horace was rescued, and that there were 5 statues missing. 3 had been accounted for. Isotope and Black Panther were still missing. They don't have any clue who Manimator is, and there was no break-in the to the wax museum, and uh, they're the WCH is currently examining uh, the wax statues more closely because something red flagged and they swooped in and took all of it.
What?
They're not specifying what red flagged. What was the red flag?
Nope, they just said that it was in the lab to be examined. An alert was sent to the UN, and the WCH immediately arrived and took all of it.
And the wax museum, there was no sign of any break-in.
There was no sign of a break-in.
I mean, it's a public building.
But it was also uh, it was also not during operational hours.
Oh, wasn't it?
No.
Okay. I don't actually know what time that was all happening, so.
I think it was evening. Um, what else are you looking up? Is there anything else you guys are looking for?
Did they interview the employees that work there?
Um,
Never mind. I guess Darby's reading.
Oh, I thought. Sorry, I thought we were. I thought Jimmy was asking us, all of us together.
well, I was asking everyone because Frank was away from his keyboard. Frank, is there anything else you wanted to look up?
Was there anything of serious note on the report other than the stuff being taken from the wax museum by the WCH?
They they mentioned that after the WCH took the wax from the three that you guys beat, uh, they did scans of every officer that went into the wax museum. And GCPD inquired, and they were uh, fuck, I can't think of the term.
Stonewalled.
Stonewalled. Thank you.
Hey, is there anything on that janitor I let out of the closet?
You look up the janitor information.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. After action report, they couldn't find the janitor after everything was said and done. They think he ran off. And
I think.
when they checked employment records, there was no janitor named Horace.
Oh, he was the guy the whole time. I knew it. I knew it. I should have said something.
However,
Was that in character or out of character?
In character.
uh, however, since they only had his first name of Horace, they did say that. However, it has come to their attention after doing an examination of the entirety of the staff of uh, the Wax Museum. Horace Lufton was the chief designer of the wax statues.
He's still the guy. I know it. He's the guy.
Do they have a picture of Horace Lufton?
Yes, they do.
Is it the janitor?
That is Horace Lufton. I would also like to say that is Horace Lufton the second.
Which one?
The one covering your picture.
Okay, does that look like the janitor?
That looks like the guy that was in the closet.
Fair enough, I guess. Still, he's the guy.
Wait, Horace Lufton the second. Who's Horace Lufton the first?
Darby, you would know this.
Oh, from my research on the Manimator, I'm assuming.
Yes, Horace Lufton Sr. was the original Manimator.
I actually, if Rex is asking that in character, I respond. He's the original Manimator.
Definitely the guy. I'm so good at this.
You're a natural. Now all we have to do is find out if the Luftons have any, you know, just check city records, see where he lives.
It's at this point that you hear. Well, no, I'm not going to say you hear it because the lofts are soundproofed for the most part. You see flashing lights down on the street below.
Well, actually, if the little door to her patio is open, we'd hear it.
Well, Arex would have been the last one in. Would he have closed it?
You might have forgotten in this
They-
drunkenness.
Yeah, I don't think I closed it.
Okay, then you guys hear the sirens coming up.
Uh,
I'm assuming. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go look.
And then, Damien, Aubrey, and Arex, you hear another familiar sound as the PAV lands in the street.
what?
The PAV is the WCH jet.
Right, okay.
It's the van.
The van. It's the van. Okay.
Yeah, it's the van. But it's also a VTOL, so
It's the van with no windows.
yes, it's the strange candy van.
It's the van that they drive around in, and when you got no direction and no religion in your life, they're like, get in the van. You do, and you become gay.
Don't reveal our conversions. Uh, all right. So, and it's at this point that uh, you see a bunch of people in containment suits, like outbreak shit, come come into the apartment building.
No. Well,
Do we cooperate?
Why do I get the feeling we just got exposed to something? It's probably in our best interest to cooperate.
I'm. God damn it. I'm gonna get more wine.
Uh, all of the outbreak dudes come straight up to your floor, and when they see that you're all together, uh,
They hose us off with microbial destroying chemicals.
no, they two of them enter your apartment, Aubrey. They close the door, and then they put an electronic seal on it. And they do the same thing with the sliding glass door.
Are we inside
Oh
or
man.
outside the sliding glass door?
You're all inside the apartment looking at the report.
May I ask what this is about?
Aubrey, your comm link goes off.
This is Aubrey.
Hello, Miss Wright. This is Stealthbird.
Hey.
We just are trying to be cautious about this, but we need to conduct scans on each of you now, since Mr. Greenwood has also been exposed.
Alright.
Uh, just so you know, the 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 wax that was used for those figures wasn't really wax. It was clay from
Uh,
Marsaria.
um. I've
Uh,
been drinking, and I'm not that up on my history. What?
uh, no, I'll
We're
say that.
all we're all hearing this, right?
No, unless you put you on speaker.
Oh yeah, put her on speaker. Why not?
Okay, so yeah, you hear that it was Marsarian clay.
So how many of us would know what this is, what that is?
Well, everyone would know what Marsaria is, and everyone would also know that uh, it was basically made a quarantine planet when the Black December consumed the populace. I'm sorry, the Black December virus. Uh, but so it was a joint cauldron human colony. It was quarantined because of the virus, and then nobody's heard anything from them since. And anything from Marseria is illegal. And when they scanned, Stealthbird continues to goes, and when we scanned the Marcerian clay, there were traces of the Black December virus in it. So we just need to ensure that nobody is infected. It's at this point that Cassie goes, "Don't worry, guys." All right, so Josh,
Me.
high or low?
I know the perfect cure.
Low?
Are you serious, Jimmy?
High or low, Emily?
Um, low.
Frank?
Hi.
Darby?
I just got this character. You know what? It's gone high twice. I'm gonna go with low.
Should have gone with low.
Nope, should have gone with high.
Yeah, no, I guess low. Lucky number 7 was not lucky for me.
Okay, so as they are all scanning you, uh, Aubrey and Ronald, you are informed that you have the Black December virus.
I'm gonna need tequila now, so excuse me.
Just so you know, because you would know what the Black December virus does, it essentially liquefies your renal system in 72 hours.
I believe I just said I'm gonna need the tequila now. What part of that didn't you understand?
No, I was just letting you know what the disease does. It's at this point that they they uh, they look at, or the two outbreak dudes are scouring the apartment to make sure there is no other infected surface. And then they take Kasich in. They kind of commandeer your bedroom, Aubrey, and take Kasich in there.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Not that anyone asks.
And
It's tequila time.
a couple of minutes later, uh, the outbreak people come back. They've taken off their suits, and they're starting to take off the seals. And one of them walks up to you, Aubrey, and says, "I need to inject you with this."
Cool. Can I keep drinking?
I I I don't know.
That's not helpful.
I mean, it'll kill the Black December virus. I don't know what it'll if it'll kill your buzz, but
Fair enough.
so he injects you, and it's almost like he injected you with ice water.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I know what that feels like.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a very cold IV before.
Uh, and they come over to you, Darby, and say that they need to give you an injection.
Of course.
You also get the very cold IV.
Yay.
And you see Cassett come out, and he's got a and he's rubbing his neck.
Are the hazmat people still there?
Oh no, they left.
Oh,
They
okay.
informed you that everything is safe. You guys are good.
Did they get my apartment?
Well, since you're all there, and while you were all in there, the other outbreak dudes were scanning your guys' apartments.
Okay, good.
Uh, I'll say about 20 minutes pass. Uh, you are still feeling a bit chilled, but it's starting to warm up to a normal temperature. Um,
Da 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 da. Tequila.
and no, it did not affect your inebriation at all.
Nice. Aubrey is done with this day. It is time for tequila.
Um, After about 20 minutes, so you're like a couple shots into tequila. Stealthbird comes up.
Hey, pretty lady.
Uh, I'll let that slide for now. Be aware that
Sorry, pretty them be?
I'm going to need you to stop trying to compliment me for now.
Okay.
We I tried to get here as fast as possible with the CDC, but apparently the wax figures were made of Marcerian clay,
Yeah, we got that. Nah.
and it has apparently been smuggled onto the planet recently. So we have no idea how that happened.
Fair enough. Somebody is going to have to brief me on this tomorrow.
Yes, I see that. Um, I I just thought I would come and do this very quickly. I will let you get back to your lives. Feel free to investigate at your own pace. Until the Manimator shows up again, we have nothing to go on. Live your lives as normal.
It was the janitor.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She's not wrong.
Yeah, it took us some time to cross-reference the files, but yeah, we figured he was not the janitor.
He would have had to have some accomplices to smuggle it back on Earth, I'm assuming.
And that's what we will be focusing on. That is a little bit out of your purview.
Just thinking out loud.
So I will let you all get back to what you were doing.
Tequila.
I can see that. Have a good night, everyone. And at that point, she leaves.
I will.
Stealth bird out in the hallway. What have I hired?
No, she's run across with superheroes. Okay. So I will say that the rest of the night passes by fairly uneventful. What are you guys gonna do to round out the night?
Tequila.
Tequila.
Ronald will probably have a glass of whiskey before he goes to bed. He is in the middle of setting up that whiteboard with all the yarn and the string going from event to event.
Okay, so since Aubrey didn't have whiskey, this is your own personal whiskey?
It's really cheap
Oh,
whiskey,
I know.
but yeah.
It is fucking rotgut.
What's rock gut?
Cheap as fuck whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap as fuck whiskey. This is yeah.
Okay.
He'll get the better stuff when he starts making more money. And he does that whiteboard, with all the string going from one event to another, connecting everything.
For what?
Well, because every detective's got to have the conspiracy theory whiteboard.
But what connections are you making? You haven't made a client yet. The only thing you have is the Manimator, five strings leading to the wax figures, and then a string going, I don't know, clear across your loft to go to Marsaria.
Exactly. And that's all he needs.
Wouldn't it?
This is about the aesthetic, not the actual, usefulness.
Thank you. Actually, yeah. Thank you.
I understand that your character is a poser.
I also understand this.
For a second, I thought you were stepping up to my defense.
I mean,
I thought you understood.
I kind of was, but I also understand that this character is about the aesthetic.
Oh yeah, no, he is about the aesthetic.
Like, you don't need this thing. It doesn't actually even make any sense for you to have it right now, but you want it because the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Because he's a poser.
I was going to say that probably a more like hard-boiled and realistic thing would just be a typewriter that he typewrites up the case and then puts it in a filing cabinet.
He doesn't have the resources to buy an antique typewriter.
Then get a replica.
No, he's not going to use a typewriter, but he does have empty filing cabinets.
Which is so... Okay, it's the aesthetic. I understand.
Well, yeah, that way he can have all his cases,
On his computer?
Yeah, I mean, we could do the computer.
We get it. It's about the look.
Yeah.
Character's a poser.
Okay, so...
There's nothing wrong with that. That is
Yeah.
a valid character type. Just saying,
Yeah. He wants to be like who he saw in the movies.
Which is hilarious, considering that most of the things that they use has been outdated for for almost a century.
Just because it's outdated doesn't mean it's useful. A typewriter will never stop working due to blackouts.
Yes, but now they are so antique that you can't afford one with your resources.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's using his own apartment as part of his office.
All right, so I think that for tonight, I'm going to end it here. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Frank.
All right.